Hello guys, good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, this is one of those videos where I just come out and talk about whatever comes to my head at that moment. And for today's vlog, I decided that I would just, as I haven't been filming, for context, as I haven't been filming a lot recently, I will make this video to give you guys a bit of context and a bit of idea what my situation right now is, because I think the last time I filmed a vlog was like a truly a proper vlog and provide like proper information about my situation in it was like 1 week ago, or if not two, almost 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I filmed a vlog like 2 days ago, but I've been super busy with school, so I didn't get time to edit and upload it. I will do so today, and I'll schedule this video for tomorrow. So what I'm going through right now is tough for me to explain, and it might sound funny, but I truly feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and there's 100 different things going inside of me right now. Excuse me for the noise, guys. That's my apologies. But yeah, coming back, I truly from the inside feel like there's 100 things going on, and I truly just can't process them myself. And because of that, I don't know how I feel and what I feel like, which I know isn't the best thing, and I should 100% be aware of myself. But I just don't know what's going on, and the response I had before to some certain actions, it's completely changed now. It's a complete different reaction to those. Sorry, it's a complete different response to those reactions, whereas it was before. And it just sometimes, whenever I sit down for 5 minutes or so and I get time to process that, I just go in a thought where I'm like, what's going on? Like some days and some moments of the days, I just randomly imagine myself being successful and going out with my family, my loved ones, taking care of them. I just imagine that. The imagination, the visualization just kicks in my brain automatically. And sometimes even while I'm dreaming, might sound funny, but even while I'm dreaming, because what I do is before I sleep, so look, I work, and then right as soon as I'm done with the work, I leave my phone, I check my phone, and I write down my to-dos for the next day on my notes, and leave my phone, charge it to the side, because sleeping next to EMF decreases your testosterone. So I put my phone a bit further away from my bed, and then I go in my bed and I visualize myself and just stay quiet, let me and my imagination and my thoughts all be there by themselves. And that way I have that bit of time to truly relax and let things process in and what's going on. So I do that every night before sleeping, and it's possible because of that, because what you do just before sleeping is an action that will 100% somehow find you in your dream or in your sleep. And that's why I like to write my to-dos down before I sleep, because I will somehow complete them in my head, or I'll get the direction on how to complete them in my head while I'm sleeping. And that will make things easier for me the next day, as well as journaling and visualizing. I journal, and then I write my to-dos down, and then I visualize, which is visualize, let my imagination and thoughts be mixed together. That's what I usually do. And I don't check my phone other than that. It's that, and then I sleep, which I've started doing recently, because before I did check my phone and I wasn't really proud of that, even if it was for 5 to 10 minutes. So I decided to cut down on that and lower the time for that. And I just sometimes also imagine that when I'm successful and I'm seeing my own videos, will I laugh or will I be proud of myself? Because how it's known, recording videos is cringe, of course. The world that we live in, all you do is just fuck around and watch your life, especially in school and your school years and your college years. You're supposed to waste your parents' money, and yeah, that's what every single one of my teachers says. You're wasting your parents' money. And I mentioned this in the last vlog, and I'll mention it again, because I know it's a thing which is harsh and hard, but it pushes me even harder to prove my teachers wrong. As I said before in the last vlogs, in the last videos, every single one of my teachers says that I won't be nothing. I remember one of the guys in my class asked my teacher, one of my teachers, to rank who she thinks that will be most successful to least successful. She surprisingly put me last. And I asked her, "Are you sure?" And she was like, with a really cocky face, she said, "Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that I want to put you last." And that's when I decided I will prove her so wrong. And yeah, I was just thinking to myself, like, times will tell. Times will reply to her statement. I don't need to say anything to argue against her, because I truly don't want to waste my energy. Like, okay, sure, you win the argument, I don't give a shit. And I couldn't even care less wasting my time and energy arguing to someone who plays no role or relevance in my life, nor in my work, and nor in my journey. So I personally found that useless, so I just didn't reply back to her. I said, okay, we'll see. And I left it at that. I truly didn't feel offended, but what I felt was to go even harder, and even and push myself even harder to make something of myself and prove her that I earned your yearly salary in one day. And again, time will answer these statements and these accusations, or these statements said about me and against me. I'm truly not stressed about them, and nor will I sit in a corner and cry about them. I'll just push myself even harder. As I say, the hate and the lows push me harder. They make me want it even more. And I don't know what it is. It's just in me. Like, excuse me for the background noise. There's a lot of cars passing by, but yeah, coming back to the topic, let's leave that to the side, because I already talked about that in the old vlog and videos. Sorry, I keep saying vlogs even though they're videos. I didn't upload any vlogs in like a while. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, it's an inner intuition where I feel like it's coming. How? I don't know. But if you're saying how as in with what, then of course I know my work. But I mean how as in the broader way. I'm sure you guys know. But how, I truly don't know. But do I see it here? I do. Can I say it and speak it from here? I can. And I don't know, that generates, or just something happens inside of me where I just feel like it's coming. I just randomly start to visualize myself earning 30,000 euros per month. It just seems unreal right now, but we have to work towards it. We have to work towards our goals, our aspirations, and our dreams. That's That's what life is. I remember when I was a kid, I once went to Dubai and I saw, by the way, this is from when I was 5, 6. If not smaller. I'm not quite sure about the age. But I remember I saw supercars and I was like, I'll have every single one of these one day. And what my parents told me then was, if you want these, then you study. You study your ass off. And of course, I had that picture in my head until I was 13. 13 was where everything in my life changed. Internet, it messed me up in some ways, but it benefited me in some ways as well. Because if it weren't for internet, I would not be here. Because internet was the source that I discovered entrepreneurship and what it truly meant. Internet is where I discovered what it truly meant. Because what I thought, well, I didn't even know what the fuck a business was. I didn't even know what a business was, and I didn't know how to start a business. I was truly lost. I thought that, yeah, I don't even know what I thought back then about a business, because I didn't know what a business was and how to start a business. Whereas internet taught me that, and it gave me a lot of views and options on that. Sure, internet isn't the best thing if you use it in the wrong way, but it can be a great, and I mean great, resource if you can control your mind and know its limits. Because it could turn into a severe addiction as well. Like, I saw a kid the other day who was around the age of 10, 11. He was just constantly scrolling through TikTok. That seemed unreal to me. Like, and again, mentioning this, I remember 2-3 years ago when it was cool scrolling on TikTok, and I tried it and I felt no excitement and no pleasure and any dopamine in it. So I just didn't even bother trying to fit in, because what I saw was there's people every 5 minutes, every second they get free time, they go on TikTok, they're scrolling. I didn't get the point behind it, and I don't know why people wanted to fit in so much back then. It truly didn't make sense to me. So I just let that be. The only time I had TikTok on my phone was where I had nothing to do, which was 4 years ago, I'm saying. Where I was truly stupid. I know. I'm the type of guy who would lower himself, who would put him below his means. And yeah, just be there. And yeah, I will talk about a funny thing that happened today and end this vlog, because I see it's been getting pretty long. So what happened with me today was that in business class, there was a question. The question was, how it was something related to a brand image. I think it was, how can a brand image help in business or something? Super easy question. Nobody in my class knew the answer to. One guy wrote, to get more sales. That's it, straight up. Okay, of course, that's correct. But nobody knew the true way of doing it. And that's what school's teaching you. It's teaching you the definitions, but not how to work on those definitions and those words that they teach you. Like, for example, I'm guaranteeing you, a school teacher, a business teacher, can 100% easily make a business plan, but they cannot proceed with it. I'm guaranteeing you, it's impossible. And me, I can make a business plan. Sure, it won't be as good as them, but I can actually proceed with it and get results, not like them, just sitting there and writing my what aspirations and goals down for my business on a paper and doing nothing with them. And yeah, going back, so I answered that question. I wrote, it was a super simple answer, which I learned from my marketing experience. I wrote that brand. I don't exactly remember what I wrote, but I'll try to remember. I'll say the closest thing. I think I wrote a brand image can help a business with organic traffic. No, with traffic. With organic traffic, which can lead to organic sales, so they don't have to spend any money on advertisement. And when my teacher read that, this is such a simple answer. If you do e-commerce, you will instantly realize this. And if you have a business, I don't care if it's an agency, I don't care if it's an e-commerce brand, you will realize it. It's such a simple answer. It's not even something that bougie or that difficult. I don't know how my teacher took it like that, but her reaction was that she was shocked. She was like this, like, okay. And what she told me was that this answer is 100% correct, but AQA will not mark it correct because it's not in the mark scheme. You see, the thought in my head just clicked in, because what the true execution of a word is, AQA will mark that wrong 100%, because they don't want you to learn how to execute it. They want you to learn the shitty, meaningless definition behind a word, which you will never use in your life, which is super irrelevant to you. But that's what they want you to learn. So you get the bullshit mixed up in your head and you never think about the execution. You work your life away. First for 18 years. In your mature years, you can't do anything. That's what people think, and that's how they're shaped. Like, guys, I started to vision myself, and I started to truly come out to the real world when I was 13. When I was 14, I started my own business. When I was 14, my business failed. When I was 15, I started my other business. That business failed. And then 15, again, I started another business and another business. And I'm working on them both. And I don't know what cages people into thinking that, oh, this is the way you work, you do school, you get a degree, and then with that degree, you get a job. I don't know what and why people think that way. I don't know why people think that that's the normal life plan, but some people aren't destined to be normal. And luckily, I'm happy to say, God's will, but I'm not one of them. I don't want to be average, and nor do I want to be normal. So I'll sacrifice everything. I'll sacrifice my young years where I'm supposed to have fun to build my future, to build my parents' future, so they never have to worry about a single thing. And with that, I'll end this vlog. A free talk, truth talk. It went a bit longer, around 20 minutes. I didn't expect it to get this long, but it is what it is. So with that, I will end this video. And guys, let's keep grinding. As I always say, let's keep working. And yeah, see you in the next one.